I'm a strong lady. I have a heart. I don't get disappointed so easily. I have a heart. Eh? So next year, 2010, I'll have to compete.
Maybe next year will be our year. We've been threatening for some time, so they better beware.
Thank you for watching. I hope you can join me again next time here on Witness.
Afghanistan is faced with a huge challenge.
Relations have gone really sour between us and our allies.
We have inflicted considerable damage on the enemy.
The people who make international headlines.
Ultimately, the truth will out.
They want to stop this publication of information that embarrasses them.
Make time for Sir David Frost. Frost over the world. At this time on Al Jazeera.
From local traders to international finance, it's commerce that makes the world go round. For global companies and developing markets, communication is the currency, and information is the most valuable commodity. Counting the cost at this time on Al Jazeera.
Al Jazeera is journalism without frontiers.
Police are pushing the protesters and the media back off of the street.
From the mainstream.
Who will pay the ultimate price for this disaster?
To the unreported world.
Taking the less traveled path often gives you a fresh perspective.
Breaking the boundaries.
This is almost certainly the largest leak of military information in history.
Cutting through the hype.
You can see the angry exchanges outside the Ministry of Transport.
Al Jazeera is setting the news agenda.
Gaddafi's warplanes turn the skies over eastern Libya into a hellish scene. The rebels press on.
About 500 metres away as well, we can hear the rebels are firing mortars up into the air where the Gaddafi bombers are still circling overhead.
Hello and welcome to Al Jazeera, live from Doha. I'm Taimur Nabili. We'll have that report from eastern Libya in a moment. Plus, despite the chaos, Libya's deputy foreign minister tells Al Jazeera Gaddafi is still in charge.
The Libyan government still controlling more than 90% of the Libyan territory. And even
also coming up, fresh turmoil in Egypt's Tahrir Square as armed men attack pro-democracy protesters. And an Al Jazeera exclusive from Myanmar, where children as young as 4 are working in the ruby mines. Now, dozens more people have been killed in the latest fighting in Libya between Colonel Gaddafi's forces and the rebels. A battle has been raging in Zawiya, a strategically important town just near Tripoli, the capital. A doctor there says at least 40 people have been killed. State television has been showing these pictures, saying that government forces have now taken the city, sending the anti-Gaddafi fighters out of the center. The rebels are denying those claims. Now, further east, Rebel fighters say they have managed to advance into the town of Bin Jawad, but they're still facing airstrikes and heavy bombardment from tanks in the region. And an airstrike on Wednesday hit a fuel storage facility in the port of Sidra, which is near Ras Lanuf. Jackie Rowland was there as the bombs began to fall.
The attack comes from the sky. Pro-Gaddafi forces unleash a savage counter-offensive against the town of Ras Lanuf. Rebel fighters on the ground are sitting targets. They're vulnerable and they know it. Gaddafi's bombers have hit an oil storage depot about 10 kilometres to the west. Even from Ras Lanuf, the damage is tangible. We want to take a closer look, so we hitch a ride on the back of a pickup truck. We're not the only ones racing west. Rebel fighters are moving up to the front line. And on the roadside, a reminder of the grim tally of dead and injured. Medics prepare to take the wounded back to Ras Lanuf.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
The columns of smoke loom ominously on the horizon. We move closer. Well, it does appear to be some kind of an oil installation. And as we approach it, we can see that the bombers have hit it in 3 different points. On this closest point here, we can actually see the flames. About 500 metres away as well, we can hear the rebels are firing mortars up into the air where the Gaddafi bombers are still circling overhead. They drop another bomb inside the fence of the oil storage depot. Gaddafi's forces are clearly targeting this facility. The rebels fire multiple rocket launchers. Their target, not the warplanes, but rather a small group of pro-Gaddafi troops on the ground. Those troops are firing mortars from beneath the oil depot. They appear to be outflanked by the rebels. And all the time, the dense smoke rises, turning the afternoon into a premature night. We take shelter in a ditch in the desert. Unbeknown to us, the rebels have moved more rocket launchers to a sandbank behind us. The pro-Gaddafi troops have spotted them. They send their mortars thundering in.
Guys, we have to go. We have to get out of here.
The mortar and rocket fire stops for a moment, our chance to escape. We have been 1 kilometre from the front line, and what we have seen has changed our perception of this rebel force. They've demonstrated more know-how than we had given them credit for, and their courage and determination are undeniable. Jackie Rowland, Al Jazeera, outside Ras Lanuf in eastern Libya.
Well, while the action continues on the battlefield, Gaddafi has also been active on the diplomatic front. Senior representatives from his government have flown overseas.